Here in New York City, Channel 11 just celebrated their 60th anniversary of broadcasting. I thought this would be a good time to coincide this milestone with a listing of what I believe to be the 100 best-looking women in the history of American television. This list took several hours to come up with, and I'd say it's pretty thorough. I have stars in it that stretch back to the early 60s. Sorry, but I couldn't think of one star from the 1950s that I thought should make it. I eliminated all reality stars and news reporters as well as game show girls. The only women on here are actresses who appeared for several episodes on a given show. While they may have many listings, I only credit them for the shows I remember them from. You may see some names missing from here that often appear on the lists. Pamela Anderson and Linda Carter, to name two, but I've never been a fan of either. You may have complaints, suggestions, or praise. I look forward to them all. If you are not sure what some of these women look like, you can always look them up in IMDb. Oh, and they are in no particular order. Okay, starting from the back end of my list. First up is Janice Hanson. She played Gloria Unger on The Odd Couple. Thelma Hopkins. She was from Tony Orlando and Dawn. Joyce Vincent Wilson. She was the other half of Dawn. Mila Kunis from That 70s Show. And Delta Burke from Designing Women, before she gained all that weight. Wendy McKenna from The Job. She was also in Sister Act. She was the little nun that sang really well. Maya Rudolph from Saturday Night Live. Marlo Thomas from That Girl, Pre-Surgery. Diane Carroll from Dynasty. And Sonia Manzano, who played Maria on Sesame Street, and probably was my first crush. Mary Lou Henner from Taxi. Lonnie Anderson from WKRP in Cincinnati. Suzanne Pleshette from The Bob Newhart Show. Shirley Jones from The Partridge Family. And Lee Merriweather from Barnaby Jones. Carrie Werra from Remote Control and later 90210. Joanne Flug from Fall Guy. Mary Fran from the new Bob Newhart Show, and Julia Duffy from the new Newhart Show, and Jenna Fisher, who plays Pam, I think, on The Office. She's so adorable. Nadine Velasquez from My Name is Earl. Jacqueline Abrados from NYPD Blue. Gloria Rubin from ER. Tamara Tooney from 24. And Elisha Cuthbert from 24. Tina Cole, the oldest son's wife on My Three Sons. Linda Evans from Dynasty. Mariska Hargitay from Law and Order. Laura Pepron from That 70s Show. And Tisha Campbell from Martin. And she was also the wife on that show with Damon Wayans. Marissa Tomei from A Different World. Sienna Miller from a show called Keen Eddie. Ali Lauder from Heroes. Charisma Carpenter from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And Nicole Eggert from Baywatch. And also Charles in Charge. Holly Robinson from Hanging with Mr. Cooper. And also 21 Jump Street. Christina Applegate from Married with Children. Mia Kirshner from 24. If you ever saw her, she was the most beautiful terrorist you'd ever want to see. Sophia Bush from One Tree Hill. And Maura Tierney from News Radio and Now ER. Tina Fey, of course, from Saturday Night Live and 30 Rock. Rosalind Sanchez from Without a Trace. Jennifer Love Hewitt from Party of Five. Blake Lively from Gossip Girl. And Catherine Bach. She was Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard. What was her name? Daisy Duke. Alyssa Milano from Charmed. Elisha Dushku from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yvonne Craig, she was Batgirl on Batman. Pat Priest from The Munsters. And Jessica Alba from Dark Angel. Barbara Bain from Space 1999 and Mission Impossible. Meredith Baxter Burney from both Family and Family Ties. Betty White from Mary Tyler Moore. Sherilyn Fenn from Twin Peaks. And Rose McGowan from Charmed. Stephanie Powers from Heart to Heart. Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Saturday Night Live and then Seinfeld. Susan Lucci from All My Children. Gail O'Grady from NYPD Blue. And Sharon Lawrence from NYPD Blue. Morgan Fairchild from Flamingo Road. Donna Mills from Knots Landing. Lisa Bonet from Cosby Show. Jamie Luner from Melrose Place and Savannah. And Morgan Brittany from Dallas. Leah Remini from King of Queens. Callie Thorne from Rescue Me. Jamie Lynn Sigler from The Sopranos. Sarah Shahi from The Sopranos. She was only in one episode, but she was substantial. She played Christopher's girlfriend, the one that Tony meets out in Las Vegas. Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives. Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City. Patricia Heaton from Everybody Loves Raymond. Vanessa Marcel from Las Vegas. Rona Mitra from Boston Legal. Daphne Reed from Fresh Prince. Heather Locklear from Melrose Place and 4 other shows. Heather Thomas from The Fall Guy. Lindsay Wagner from Bionic Woman. Kristen Crook, she plays Lana Lane on Smallville. Tiffany Amber Thiessen from Saved by the Bell and 90210. Rena Sofer from 24. Dawn Wells, Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island. Tina Louise, Ginger from Gilligan's Island. Sharon Doherty from 90210 and Jenny Garth from 90210. Dana Delaney from China Beach and now Desperate Housewives. Joan Collins from Dynasty. Katherine Heigl from Grey's Anatomy. Jennifer Aniston from Friends. And Laura Harring from The Shield. Andrea Roth from Rescue Me. Paula Marshall from Cupid. Gina Gershon from Rescue Me. Celia Ward from Sisters. Vanessa Williams from Ugly Betty. And the top 5. Number 5, Victoria Principal from Dallas. Halle Berry from Knots Landing. Number 3, Angie Harmon from Law and Order. Number 2, Cheryl Ladd from Charlie's Angels. And the number 1 pick, Jacqueline Smith from Charlie's Angels. That's my list. You can fight amongst yourselves, and I'd love to hear from you about it. Ciao from the Predator.